Hello and welcome to the Do-It-Yourself Home Laboratory video for May. If you registered for our program, then you probably have a kit that has all the tools you need to do 2 of our activities today. Our third activity is a little more involved, and with all of our activities, it is recommended that you have parental or guardian supervision with you during these activities. Let's get started with our first activity, our paper straw paper airplane. This first activity only uses a paper straw and 3 strips of paper. You'll also need some tape or glue, something to hold the paper together. We're going to make a plane that can fly with just these materials. Start off by using 2 of your paper strips and tape them together. Connect both ends together to form a ring. Once you're done making a big ring, tape it to the back side of the straw. Use your remaining paper strip to make a small ring by connecting both of its ends together. Put this little ring on the other side of the straw so that the little ring is on the front and the big ring is on the back. Now you have a paper airplane. It's that easy. The light weight of the materials, along with the drag that these rings make when it's gliding through the air, helps keep it up in the air. So, give that thing a throw. See how far it can go. You might be impressed of how much distance you'll get with just 2 rings and a paper straw. Our second activity of the day is actually more of an engineering challenge than a science experiment. I call it the 3 Little Pigs Challenge because in this baggie that you might have contains all different kinds of things you will need to create a 4th Little Pig's house. Maybe we can call him the STEM pig, because we're going to use science, technology, engineering, and math to try to build a little house that won't blow over from a big bad wolf. If you don't have your own kit, then you can try to follow along by getting the following materials. It's okay if you don't have exactly these things, and it's also okay if you use tape or glue to hold it together. This is a fun challenge for you. But if you want a real challenge, then don't use any of the glue or any of the tape, and see if you can hold together with maybe the marshmallows or pipe cleaner. I'm not having so much luck with mine, but I hope that you can come up with your own idea and try to make your own house that won't blow over. This last experiment of the day is called FamilyFriendly Elephant Toothpaste, because we're going to make a lot of foam that will kind of be like a very big toothpaste that an elephant could use. This is the kid-safe version of the experiment, but it's always important to remember to stand back when making chemical reactions occur, even if it's just household ingredients. We'll start with preparing for a mess. You should put an empty plastic bottle or container in a bowl or tray so that when all the elephant toothpaste comes out, you don't make a big mess all over the house. Next, you're going to measure out half a cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide. It's this stuff here in a dark bottle, and pour it into the empty plastic bottle. Next, you're going to add a squirt of liquid dish soap into the bottle. A tablespoon will be fine, and swirl it around so that the hydrogen peroxide and the soap mix together. This is where, if you want to add a little color and make it look more like toothpaste, that you could use food coloring. Squirt a few drops on the sides of the bottle so that the foam will have to touch the food coloring along the sides, and it'll make cool strips. Or it might just turn one color. Either way, it's still pretty fun. Now we're going to do the most important part, the yeast and the water. Get a tablespoon of dry yeast and 3 tablespoons of warm water and mix them together for a minute or so. While you're doing this, I can tell you how this works. Normally, hydrogen peroxide breaks down and becomes water and oxygen gas and heat. This normally occurs with sunlight, and that's why hydrogen peroxide is stored in a darker bottle. However, by adding dish soap and the yeast will speed up the reaction, and all of that oxygen gas will get trapped inside the foam bubbles of the soap, making what looks like a big foamy mess, or elephant toothpaste. When you have your dry yeast and warm water mixed together, pour the mixture into the plastic bottle and step back. Observe the reaction as the foam rises out of the top of the bottle and makes a big mess all over your bowl and tray, hopefully not over your table or floor. You've just made elephant toothpaste. If you want to see what the reaction looks like with stronger ingredients, keep in mind that this is not as safe. It can create a hot reaction that could shoot out a bottle, so make sure you're using protective eyewear and gloves when using something stronger like 50% hydrogen peroxide. But it will make a more impressive looking experiment.